This stream today, first of all, for my friends and my clients and subscribers from the international surrounding. For those who were interested in the topic of my thesis and what is the main idea of my thesis I defended 1 year ago successfully. First of all, I would like to say that I'm happy that there are so many subscribers and so many friends from international surrounding from last several months especially, and many challenges because I managed to do these consultations with the cross-cultural couples. This is the main idea and this is the main topic of my thesis, and I have to say that really it was very interesting to manage with all of these, my dealing with such an interesting topic for at least for me. It was really the outstanding experience, and I think that it was really outstanding experience for all my group I managed with. It was the group with 40 people, I mean the 40 people, 40 couples and 80 people, and they were involved into the process of my experimental part of my researching, and they were ready to answer all my questions, to go through the training, to go through the consultations, and they really were glad because it really had big impact, had big influence on their lives. And for today, I have to say that all of them really in a good condition. I mean that they still live together, and they live in marriage. Had no problem for that period of time, from which we count the last day of experiments which we had with them. And also I have to say a big thank you for them because they really did a good job for me and for all my experimental part. It is really was practical experience, and all my thesis was absolutely practical in this experience. Theoretical part as well also, but surely as we can describe many different theses and many different topics of thesis which are defended for the last period of time, we can say that there are many theoretical ones. And my thesis was different because really we had many points in which we have really experimental and their couples, what will be the part of experience, what will be the part of training, questionnaire, and so on and so forth. That is why I had to say that really this part was rather difficult. But first of all, when the idea appeared for the first deal with this topic, cross-cultural couples consultations. And really that time I noticed that not so many resources, I mean books, I mean articles and so on the scientific research on this topic. My surprise was 10 years after, when I decided to look through once again, and I decided to see, and I saw that really the situation stayed the same. We didn't have for this period of time so many scientific researches on this topic, and for me it was really a big surprise, because I think that really the scientific research had to go in another direction, in a modern and in modern communicational way. I started again after 10 years of my pause, because I was managed in different other projects and business consultations, I mean business psychology and so on, coaching as well. And when I decided to return to scientific research, I noticed that really I have to to do the great job again. And I decided that my thesis will be devoted to the points not ever researched, and to help young scientists to have the big theoretical and experimental work, articles and so on, to make their researches. Also, I should say that first of all we did a great job, because to find these 80 people, 40 couples, was really very difficult to do. I was asked many times, how did I manage to do this? Yes, I can answer. I spent a lot of time in networks of different quality and different quantity. Starting from even Tinder researching, finishing with all the messengers, all the applications devoted to the greetings and to the meeting appointments and so on. Because I had to understand is Ukrainian citizen, and the man from abroad. So all of them, mostly, they lived abroad, and they are living for the moment also there. Good experience for me, because I helped them to do this. All our directions appeared to be right, to be correct, and the decision of their problems. So, first of all, I have to say that different couples from very, very different regions, very different territory of the world, because we gathered together couples from Asia, from Africa, from United States of America, from Latin America, Europe, sure, as well, and very, very big geography for all these couples, really. I gathered for all the world, and very interesting thing that today we even have some cases when we even didn't expect it, that their couples should be. For example, Afro-American man with a Japanese woman or something like this. But these couples nowadays is not a new one, and also they have already children, growing up children, and we can discuss and we can describe them, and we can see the results of the relationship between different couples.